Hi everyone, welcome to my presentation. My name is Victor, I'm a PhD student at Centro de Informática, Universidade Federal de Pernambuco, and in this video we present our work, a telemetry-based PI tuning strategy for low-level control of an omnidirectional mobile robot. In the context of robot soccer, mobile robots need to react with precision and accuracy in a dynamic environment. In order to achieve this, we need to design a low-level controller with fast response and stability even in presence of external disturbances. In our first RoboCup in 2019, in the small-size league, our team had several issues using an empirical PID controller tuned in trial and error, and this ultimately made our robot slower and following the wrong path, requiring frequent corrections from the high-level controller. So we came with the idea on how to design a strategy to find suitable control parameters simple, faster, and more reliable. For this we need to achieve a motor model accurately and consider that we are in a multi-robot dynamic scenario. Then our solution has to be fast and precise, and we need to be able to tune multiple robots in a competition field. In order to achieve this, we use the wireless data sampling mechanism that allowed us to collect information from multiple robots with latency below 10 milliseconds, within the design requirements of this robot soccer application. We also proposed the use of multi-level pseudo-random signals for obtaining an accurately motor model. And ultimately, we combined this to present a strategy for PI tuning of an omnidirectional mobile robot. Previous works in motor model estimation usually present pseudo-random binary sequence signals for DC motors, and for fitting they use some analytical methods such as MATLAB System Identification Toolbox. However, in our research, we found multi-level pseudo-random sequence for use in application in a reactor plant that caught our interest. In terms of low-level control, we can highlight our work using robust control technique called quantitative feedback theory, which requires solid knowledge in control systems and consider the tuning for a single robot only. Here we can see an overview of our strategy. We have three main modules: a computer, a base station, and our robots. The computer sends processed commands to our base station, which generates data that our robot can understand through radio frequency. Our robot decodes this message and sends control inputs for our robot motors. It monitors the motor speed and returns to the base station the actual robot speeds in radians per second, and then the base station sends it to the computer for further processing, such as PI tuning. Here we have a visual overview of the system. Basically, our architecture supports both motor parameter acquisition, where we extract basic information of our robots, the motor model estimation using the motor response to generate a first-order discrete time transfer function, and the PI tuning, which provides suitable control constants. So here is an example of real data collected from one of our robots using Ampere as signal. In the table, we can see that the fitting for our 4 robot motors improved significantly, considering that these data were collected in a real-world environment. Here we can see the validation results for one of the 4 motors after the PI tuning step. We can see in red that in the zoomed image that our strategy presents a smooth result, reducing the overshoot and consequently the motor current consumption compared to the QFT approach. In order to have quantitative results for each motor, we used integral absolute error, where we improved around 18% against the QFT approach, and integral squared error, where we improved around 13% against the QFT approach. In summary, our work presented a telemetry-based PI tuning strategy for low-level control of an omnidirectional mobile robot. Using an MPRS method for motor model estimation, we showed above 19% of fitting against around 65% from the traditional PRBS method. We also introduced a wireless fast PI tuning using a real scenario, improving the error criteria against the QFT approach. Further works include the validation of this work in other than omnidirectional mobile robots such as differential robots or aerial robots, and the use of machine learning for further improvements of the control constants. Hopefully I motivated you to check out our full paper, and I'll be glad if you can join us in our poster session later. Thank you very much.